What's going on, traders? Welcome back to day 12. I want to talk about the number of trades that we take a day. I know everyone's got a different number. If you've seen any of my videos, you know I'm more on the conservative side. Less is more. But we'll take a look at it here that I do think one is enough. Now, it's not going to maximize gains all the time, but if you're struggling and trying to figure things out, taking too many losses, the answer probably is limit the amount of trades you take. This is just my month of November. You can see it averages out to about 1 to 2 trades per day. Now, I'm not saying you have to lock in on just take one a day. So I think that definitely can handcuff you, especially on a lot of my bounce back days, right? 3 trades, I probably lost one, won the next two. A lot of the days, 50%. If I stopped after that first loss, I may not be able to make money on that next trade to make it back. But for the time being, it really is better safe than sorry. Let me lock myself out after one win as well, right? Less is more. That if we just look at today on NQ, there was some clean trades. There was a nice long at the open that we could have taken off of this New York VWAP. If you've seen anything from my VWAP strategy, which is on AceFX TV, it's free for anyone. If you use the link down below, you get your first month for free. There's longs off of this New York VWAP after a little bit bullish of an open, right? Buyers are definitely defending this VWAP we have anchored from the 9:30 New York Open. But I don't love to trade while the opening range is not just set, but we're still inside it, right? There's no breaks of it. That when you go through this strategy, you'll see I don't like to chase the first break of opening range, right? So if I take this trade, I will have to get out there. And that could be a trade. You definitely could scalp that up. I did not take that. But now you got the first break of opening range high. Okay, I don't want to chase that. Here's our pullback. Let me go get the second break of opening range high because it definitely is buyers in control, higher highs and higher lows. I think timing-wise, yes, you can make money down here at the VWAP, but you could also do it afterwards. So don't need to feel the need to FOMO in and take every single trade that is moving for a new high. Let me jump in. Let it pull back. Take the next one, right? And impatience is going to set in when you're sitting through all of this chop, but you're using your risk properly, saying this trade is worth it. I have confidence in this setup. Stop loss below previous structure. It's taking its time, but is there any new information against my trade idea since you got in? No, you're still above this VWAP, so buyers are in. You're still building higher lows on the bottom, so structure is still bullish. I need to sit through this. And then hopefully you take it back to the high of day and you're out either there or over here, right? So nice little scalp there you could take. But if you take that setup, make whatever amount of money you risked. Could you keep on trading? Sure. The rest of this day specifically, not bad price action. Definitely buyers in control. This is on NQ. We'll take a look at ES, which was not as clearly bullish, but definitely some money to be made to the upside. But when you take these high day VWAP breaks, eventually they don't keep running for new highs just because you have no key level that you're really off of. So depending on where your stop is, 58 points, did you take it up there to the high of day? There's some small money in that one for sure. But I think just getting beat up, sitting sideways now. Look at the afternoon trend. The high was set at 12 o'clock. And then for the rest of the session, just nothing. And I see a bunch of traders chasing longs, maybe even shorts, right? X, Y, Z, they're doing it all. But you already made money at the open. Why are you still sticking around and trying to squeeze every move out of today? Take a look at ES, even worse. But even better on the first setup of the day, same idea. Here's the first break of opening range high. Let it run, pulls back to New York. You're really defending this VWAP. Even that's a defend of it, right? This is just probably a lot of stopping out of the longs. If you long it around this open range high, probably a lot of stop losses there because it's very obvious. It's the most current higher low, which is why I don't ever want my stop loss at current structure. You'll read all about it when you go over here to Futures 2.0. Like I'm saying, I tell you where to put your take profit and stop loss because this is the most obvious, aka least safe spot to put a stop loss. Stops everyone out, and now we're going to go higher, right? Where I still want to be long as we don't make a new low of day or lower low. So I don't know if this is going to be our higher low from back here and we move higher, or is this going to be our higher low? All right, well, why did I get stopped out? Just because it was down here. Anything between here is a higher low. So keep me in those longs as long as the longs are still in. So you make the money on this nice strong pop. All right, let's keep looking for longs today. Well, they disappeared. So a lot of people got caught longing it up there, trying it again here, playing the bounce play off of New York here, right? It's not a bad setup. It definitely is a bounce off New York here. I don't hate that trade. Take another loss. Okay, maybe they jump back into longs there because they're saying, okay, finally, this is the last time. Here's our higher low. Let's go higher. And then maybe they eventually switch to the shorts. Who the hell knows, right? But just overall, You could have had, well, I don't want to call it easy, stress-free, easier money in this first pop out of the high of day. What time is that? You're done with trading by 11 o'clock. It's been an hour and a half into your day. Get off the desk. You made money. Come back tomorrow. But instead, we got to keep on trading, take more setups, take more losses, burn the account, come back tomorrow, buy another one. But we were green. Let's just say you lost the first trade, because that's going to be the scenario sometimes as well. That's where I'm saying you don't need to just trade one a day. But I think if you're on the winning side of things, one and done is very healthy, right? Every now and then you'll trade two because it's a very clean trend. But if it's the day before FOMC, we've moved only 21 points today. Can I just go get a little bit? Can I go get 8 points? We're chopping sideways, slow grind higher. I made a little bit of money the day before FOMC. Yeah, we'll take that, right? Not every day is going to be a home run. So let me just do one and done. Don't let a green day turn to red, and now you're going to want to overtrade tomorrow on the actual FOMC day, which by the time you're watching this is already out. But regardless, just overtrading, knowing what your best circumstances are, that a lot of the time when I lose, let's just say, for example, I did long this tight stop loss. I would never. And I get stopped out. I want to be able to trade again because maybe I was just early. So I long it back. I make the money back, right? That's when you're going to trade multiple times per day, surviving, battling it out, getting a feel for the trend. But if I could just stress-free, buy the bounce off New York, bounce towards high of day, thank you very much. The stream is over. It's 11 o'clock. We've been live for an hour and a half. We all made money. Why are we sticking around? Let's get out of here. Because if you stick around, you keep on taking another long. And now those beautiful clean profits you had at 11 a.m. are nowhere to be found, right? So less is more. I put out a video on my trading plan. Less is more. The number of trades I took last month, and I'm carrying it into this month, less is more. One trade, two trades, three trades, one, two. You get the point, right? Not that you can't make money taking more setups, but anytime I have more, it's normally looking like this. That something's not clicking right. I was joking around that anytime you look at someone's report card, especially at any point in their career, that if they have 6 trades, if they're trading my style, right? Everyone's is different. If they're trading my view up strategy and I say they have 6 trades, I don't automatically assume, oh, wow, they crushed it today. Did they go like 5 for 6? If someone has that many trades, it's normally a sign of what the hell happened. Where did we go off tail? Why did we take so many trades? It's not like they were just hammering the trend, making a boatload of money. It was probably for the wrong reasons, right? The clean green days are normally pretty easy. It's 1 win, 2 wins, I'm out. It's not having to take 8 trades to build this massive P&L, right? If only it was that consistent. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you guys also check out the Edge report. You can look at it here on NQ. Something just for the longs, right? Because longs were definitely in, for the most part, above VWAP. But this midnight open price, ES it had already been engaged with, I'm pretty sure. If you look at it here on NQ, if you measure where we opened up at, below it, you can see the distance of that today is 0.27%. So if we go over to Edgeful and filter the MNQ ICT opening retracement report, filter it by size and 0.27, when we open below it, 67% of the time we want to retrace back up and engage with that price. So not only is it the Edgeful report, but also my Futures 2.0 strategy of don't chase the first break of open range high, pull back to VWAP. Not only would you want to long it anyways, but now you have a clear target of saying, well, 67% of the time it probably goes to that midnight price. So let me try to go get that. Right, so now you're setting a target for the trade that I teach you in Futures 2.0, and the two just mix together really well. So let's say you even longed it earlier, while it's taking a while, you may talk yourself out of the trade. I don't like how long this is taking. Well, there's a strong target above us, so I have confidence that we can get up there. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I think it can, so let me stick through this trade, right? And one of the last things I was looking at, what kept me out of these original longs, because they look so beautiful here, right, on the regular trading hours. It is a beautiful trade. I overcomplicated things today, maybe early in the going, but look at the electronic trading hours. So now you'll see the overnight view. Let's clear this trade away, just so we could see all of our levels. That with the overnight view up now in black, let's turn on our New York. It's all above New York still, as we could see, so buyers are in control. But something just about the higher time frame, the 15-minute, just the day, I kind of saw we're still making lower highs. Lower high, lower high. We might want to bounce back down, right? Because at that point, at 9:45, 10 o'clock, here's 10 o'clock. Could we bounce down from here? I think we could. I think we could make a lower high and reject right back down, because that's what the trend's been doing today to what it did yesterday, right? So taking that into consideration, I saw the longs above this 1 minute New York VWAP, overcomplicated things because buyers just took it and did not look back. So I didn't say overcomplicated things. I shouldn't say that, but that overnight VWAP definitely kept me out of the longs, because as it slows here, I'm thinking, yeah, we could want to reject and come down. Could want to reject and come down. But it just keeps making higher lows, higher highs. ES is moving higher. Follow the longs. Read and react to VWAP. We're all on the right side of it, aka we're above it. Just keep on looking for longs and ride the sentiment from the open. So not the prettiest of days, especially pre-FOMC, but you got to recognize those conditions. They're not the most trending. They're not the most high volatility, high volume, because we're waiting for the news tomorrow. So especially on the Wednesday of FOMC, I don't expect these crazy trending moves. If you can make one win early in the morning, see you later. Don't be messing around and trading all day on any given day, but especially on a news release in the afternoon. I see a lot of accounts get blown, unfortunately. So with that being said, if you need a new account as well, Top One, the Black Friday sale is over if you're trading with Top One futures, but they did extend it for the Ignites. It's 50% off now if you use code Evan, and you can still copy trade 5 instant fundeds and 6 Ignites. So still a good deal, 50% in copy trading. So check that out down below. But I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys on the charts tomorrow morning.